what you get when you catch me off guard and like, you want to do a video? Sure.
You catch me off guard all the time.
I do.
I gotta do it to you every now and then.
I know.
You know?
I know. Yes.
So
what's going on? What do you want to talk about?
let's talk about New Year's resolutions.
Okay.
Yeah?
Specifically?
Specifically, let's chat about what people typically put down as a resolution and why it doesn't always work.
Yeah, I got a lot of experience with this one. I see why you wanted to talk about it.
Uh-huh.
All right. You want to start, or you want to just jump in? I don't know. 'Cause
So
I got so many thoughts. Considering that I've been in the fitness industry for over 15 years as a personal trainer, and I have seen New Year's resolutions, and I'm not a fan.
I would say
Straight up.
one of the top New Year's resolutions is probably I want to lose X amount of weight.
Yeah, it's usually the number one, and it's usually with that intention in mind of I want to lose 15 pounds or I want to lose 10 pounds. There's always a number associated with it, and while it's good,
they're getting smart with them, right? Like we have our SMART goals, specific,
Sure.
measurable,
sure.
like all of those things.
Here's the problem that I see with resolutions, and specifically with New Year's resolutions. It puts an immense amount of pressure on you to do something that you may not be aligned in doing in that moment. Like you're forcing something that you're forcing something on yourself that you shouldn't. Like that's not where you are mentally. That's where everybody else is mentally, because they all feel like they should be there mentally because that's what we're told to do.
Should. Right? Like
right.
It's okay to want to lose weight. It's okay to want to have that goal in mind. But for me, the New Year's resolution is all about, well, like, why? Why do you want that?
Right.
And if your why is because I want to look like the models on magazines, or
Correct.
I want to lose weight so that I can wear a bikini, right? Like those aren't, sorry, this may seem controversial, but those aren't good whys. They aren't a reason to lose weight.
They're not. I mean, you may be somebody who has that specific goal. It's okay. But ultimately, don't follow the crowd. And unfortunately, New Year's resolutions is a crowd situation. You know, it puts you in a place where you don't belong, simply because this time of year is all about slowing down. It's about looking inward. It's about reflection. And it's not so much about action and doing. The next season coming up, because technically we're still in fall.
We're still in
fall, right? I have to look at the date and be like, we're still actually in fall.
We're still in a transitionary period,
right.
But we're slowing down. The end of fall is like, all right, we're getting ready to rest.
Yeah.
Because we often need that. That's why we need to like prepare ourselves for vacation, and why we need to take a break after vacation as well, right?
Yeah. And
then once we come into winter, that's a season of rest, renewal, rejuvenation. And society takes it as, no, it's a time for action. We are ass backwards in society.
So since we're saying that basically don't do New Year's resolutions, get rid of them, what would you suggest?
My suggestion would be twofold, right? Set intentions. Like it's fine to work with the calendar system in the way that we have it, and we do have a new year coming up based on the Gregorian calendar system. But set intentions. How do you want to feel in 2024, right? Like don't get so specific with the goals that you want to do. Keep in mind how your intentions will relate to them, but have do you pick a word of the year? I do that. I choose a word, and that's my intention for the year. But then the other part of this is wait till spring to set your resolutions, because
you'll have more action, it's not more action, because yes, spring is all about action, but you have more energy to actually implement that action, to effectuate,
because the season of spring is about ramping up. It's about planting seeds. It's about watching them grow. It's about nurturing them.
Yeah.
And then in the summertime, we're reaping the rewards, because so spring is in March. That's when spring begins. And we have from March until June to plant our seeds and nurture them. And then once summer starts in June, we reap the benefits throughout the rest of the year. So
I'll give you quick statistics, right?
Yes, I was going to ask about them.
So here's some statistics from the past, and I don't pay attention to too much of them today because I've just been in the fitness business for over 15 years, and I know these in and out, and I see it every single year where the typical thing happens. New Year's resolutions, the gyms go haywire. It's great for business and stuff like that, but ultimately you're going against what you're supposed to be doing. I'm not saying don't go out there and do it. Maybe you need to move differently. Okay, so because it's the season of inward reflection and those type of things, maybe you still move, you do, but you move differently. Maybe you walk more. Maybe you move your body in such a way that it's more stretch, more movement-based therapy, rather than forcing it into lifting heavy weights or intense cardio exercise, whatever it may be. Move differently. So,
and I will also say there might be times during the winter that you need a release, and that's the way that you feel ready to do it.
Agreed.
That's fine.
Yep.
If you take a day or two to be like, oh, I need to get rid of some of this anger, I need to go for a run.
Right.
Great.
Go do
That's
it.
fine. But don't force yourself to do that
Yeah.
every single time you move your body.
Listen more. Start paying attention to what you need versus what everybody else is telling you need. And the stats prove it. The first 2 to 6 weeks of the year become huge gains for the gym industry. Within the first 2 to 6 weeks after that gain, we will see an average of 94 to 96% decrease. That means that 4 to 6% of people who actually signed up in that time of the year for a gym membership will actually stay on and do something about it. The ones that I've seen truly stay are the ones that actually sign up now and have signed up within the last month, 2 months. Because it's a different season. They're paying attention to what they need. They're not doing it because everybody else is doing it and that's what they're told to do. They're doing it because they know that that's what they need.
Yeah.
So they'll stay on for a longer period of time.
Yeah. And I'm also going off of that and possibly going off topic a little bit. I actually posted something on my Instagram stories the other day, a picture of my meal prepping for this week. And I stated, a lot of people will say this isn't the time to focus on, my health and my goals. But arguably, it is the best time to do it because, one, we typically put ourselves on the back burner for the holiday season and we worry about everybody else. And therefore, our health declines, therefore, our immune system declines. And then also, it is sugar season. Everybody is eating candy and cookies and cake
The
and
shit's everywhere.
Pie and
It's
all
everywhere.
of that. And the reason that everybody gets sick this season is because we don't take care of our health. Nutrition-wise, movement-wise, stress management, and protecting our energy.
If you just take 2 things out of that small list that you just said, 2, stress and sugar. Those 2 things, they will kill you. And I'm not saying kill you in the figuratively sense,
energetically.
They will kill you literally. Okay? Stress has been known to kill people. It'll slowly get into your system. Sugar will absolutely infiltrate your system, and sugar wants more sugar. And the more sugar you have in your body, it's been proven. Studies are out there. Your body degrades from that. You'll look older. You'll feel older. You'll have more aches and pains. 'Tis the season to knock that shit off.
Yeah.
Like, get it out.
But going to like a scientific level, what do both of those increase? They increase our cortisol and our inflammation in our bodies,
What's
right?
cortisol?
Cortisol is stress. It's our stress hormone.
Right. Once released into the body, guess what ends up happening? Your body wants more of that. It's this sick cycle of chaos within. So it's the season to really definitely slow down and take care of yourself.
Well, even if it's a few minutes a day, like you get out for a 5-minute walk versus not doing anything. You take 5 minutes to meditate. You take a few minutes to write down the things that you're grateful for. Like those small things, it doesn't have to be an hour workout. It doesn't have to be, I have to spend 5 hours meal prepping every week. It doesn't have to be like that.
Look, this sounds really difficult, or may sound difficult to a lot of you people, right? But here's what I'm going to tell you right now. I can speak from experience here. I have a fight with it myself. I'm not just telling you, I'm telling myself in this conversation. Because in the last couple of days, and probably the last few weeks, I've been feeling more pulled to slow things down naturally. My nature is not that person. My nature is the complete opposite. I'm fire, I'm action, I'm go 99.9% of the time. But if I don't listen and slow down, I know I'm going to wear down and I'm not going to get much done. So now I spend shorter amounts during the day being really, really productive. And then the rest of the time, I'm listening, I'm doing other things to get ready for the action in the spring. So I have ideas, I'm becoming creative. So I'm in a different flow. And it's learning this ebb and flow. So it hasn't been easy for me either. You know, I'm when I work out, I'm balls to the wall. And in the last few days, I've been called to slow things down and change my own workouts. And they've become more movement based, not so much driving myself and killing myself with weights, but more moving my body in a more natural way so that, oh, I feel that little bit of back relief. Oh, I felt that, there we go, that feels nice. You know, and then all of a sudden, after a half an hour to 45 minutes, I get up, I feel great, I got more energy. This is the biggest thing is workouts don't have to just be about losing weight. And that's what people like compare, like they're right there. They connect them to, okay, I gotta work out because I gotta lose weight. No, you gotta work out to keep your physical body in the shape that it needs to be in. Your shape, by the way, nobody else's shape.
Yeah.
Your shape, you know, that it needs to be in so that you're healthy, physically, emotionally, mentally, spiritually.
Yes. And if you constantly are working out and pushing yourself past your limit every single time you work out, that's not good for your mental health. That's not good for your emotional health. All you're doing is you're stressing your body out more. And I know, like, we both have been in phases of our lives where that's what we did. I power lifted for a while, and I'm sorry,
8 years of bodybuilding. I didn't slow down during this season.
Yeah.
You know?
I'm
and
also
I
going
can
to
recall
go
back
there.
where I was sick.
I'm going to go there and say, we have like the external seasons too, but within us we have our own seasons as well.
Yeah, we do.
And men and women differ because we're on different cycles.
Yes.
Men have about a 24-hour cycle. Women have a 28 to 30 something day
30
cycle,
month,
right?
Something like that, right? No.
Like,
I'm teasing.
But like the fact is that men and women are different based on hormones and what they need throughout the day, what they need throughout the month. And it's important that we take into account too, because when you're gonna hear it all, when I'm on my period, I ain't lifting heavy. It's not the time to do it. But I forced myself to when I was powerlifting because I thought that's what I had to do. I was lifting 5 to 6 days a week with 1 to 2 days of rest, which often I would actually do another workout for.
Well, and on the flip side, the masculine energy is all about drive, focus, action, growth, go, go, go. And the truth of the matter is
that healthy masculine energy, though?
No, it's not. And to be in a balanced, healed masculine. All right, this wounded masculine, healed masculine, I'm not going to get into it now because that'd be a whole nother video. Okay? You got me going now. That's being the healed masculine. A balanced masculine is a healed masculine, and to have that type of energy means that you're in balance with knowing when to get into your divine feminine energy, which is more nurturing, self-care, inward reflection, versus the masculine energy, which is the drive, the focus, the action, the growth, the go, 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 go. You need that balance. You need to be in between. And yeah, we have a 24-hour cycle, and I've been listening to mine a lot more lately, and knowing that my day has become this ebb and flow. And if I pay attention and just drop myself down just for an hour or so, the rest of the day, my masculine energy is that healed, balanced go, and I get so much more shit done.
I will also point out that Mike's balance and my balance is not the same as yours.
No.
You have to find your own balance, whatever that means, right? And it's not going to be 50-50. It's not going to be a true balance, whatever that means, right? You have to take an hour to kind of slow down.
Could be a half an hour.
Right?
It could be an hour and a half. Yesterday was an hour and a half. It took me an hour and a half to settle into a place where I needed to go, and I fucking resisted it. I was resisting it at first, but then I had no choice because I could not keep my eyes open. Like literally couldn't keep, and I'm a person that doesn't need caffeine. I don't need anything outside substance to make me go. But it was obvious that I was being told, stop.
Yeah.
So finally, after resisting it for a little while, I listened and I shut myself off. And the rest of the afternoon, I got more done in that time than I would have the whole day. So for me, I had to pay attention.
Yeah.
So today I'm doing that. I'm paying attention. So when you walked in, you were like, oh, I want to do a video. And I was like, okay. I was in my down little flow.
And I ruined it.
No, it was good timing though, because I was starting to come out of it a little bit, you know, so.
But it depends on the day, it depends on the person. You might need 10-minute breaks every couple of hours, or you might need 3 hours in the middle of the afternoon just to kind of wind down and transition from one thing to another. Me personally, I have days where I'm like, I could go all day. I could sit here and do all the things that I need to do and check it off my to-do list. And there are other days, you know this, I come in and I'm like, I don't know, what do you need from me? I have no idea what I need to do. I don't have the energy to do much. And
look, we live in a society, very simply, that we're not used to taking breaks. We're not.
And we're not used to listening to ourselves when we do need to take breaks.
Because we're told that we have to be productive 100% of the fucking time. I'm sorry, simply, fuck that. Okay? You can't possibly be productive 100% of the time without burning out. And the more you think you're go, 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 the more burnouts you're going to have. So for me, looking at it, and again, you do you, but I know that the better option is this ebb and flow of being able to like just downtime a little bit, and then in 3 hours I got more done than I wouldn't have been 8. Sorry, to me that's productive.
Yeah.
That's productive.
Rest can be productive because it helps you
recharge.
To recharge and to focus more before and after that rest time. But I also want to say a story that we heard yesterday about how if you only have 40% of your energy and you hit that 40% of your energy for the day, you've actually done 100%, right? Like our energy base is not 100% every day.
No, it's not. You do what you
honestly,
can.
Honestly, very rarely will it be 100%.
Yeah.
You're probably more down around 80.
Yep. You do
70.
what you can on that particular day.
Yeah.
That's it. Don't put more stress or pressure on yourself because you didn't get these other things done.
Yeah.
You did what you could that day. Great. Now, this is also not, this isn't like you're past to say become lazy. That's not what we're talking about here.
No, we're talking about like connection.
Correct.
Right? Connecting with yourself. And to bring this back around to New Year's resolutions, that's a good intention to have for the new year.
Yeah.
To connect more with yourself, to listen to yourself, to listen to your body, to listen to your intuition, right? That's a really great intention to set for the new year. And then once spring comes along, that's when you set the goals.
If you want a better New Year's resolution or a New Year's intention, right? Your intention should be to be healthier in body, mind, and soul. And what does that mean for you? Now, this is where it goes back to like writing down your intention, which is your goals, right? Your goals, you can set intentions within those goals. So write it down.
Yeah.
Like make it different for yourself.
Honestly, the intention setting might even be good to do. There's a new moon the second week in January. I want to say it's about the 11th. That's probably when it's the best time to set the intentions for the new year, is for the new moon in January.
Right.
Not the 1st, not the 31st.
Right.
Because at that point we're waning gibbous at that point, because the full moon is the 26th of December. So we're at a waning gibbous last quarter phase at the beginning of January.
Most people might not know what the hell you're talking about.
No,
right
so the moon cycle, right? We cycle from new moon, which is the beginning of a cycle, through waxing crescent, first quarter, waxing gibbous. So all that means is we're waxing that whole time, getting more energy from the new moon, which is a rest state, an intention setting state. We're planting seeds. We gain more energy. That means we take a little bit more action every day until we get to the full moon, where we have full energy. We're reaching our goals. We are seeing some of our manifestations coming to life, maybe from this cycle, maybe from a past cycle.
The fruits of our labor.
Yeah, the fruits of our labor.
Right.
And then from the full moon, we go into waning gibbous, last quarter, waning crescent, which is where we're waning our energy. We're doing a little bit less until we get to the new moon again, the start of a new cycle where it's more resting. Yeah. So that's kind of what I specialize in, is working with the cycles of nature, working with the cycles of the moon in order to care for ourselves and to manifest the life that we want to live.
Yeah.
So and there will be a new moon ceremony in January that will be doing just this, setting intentions for the cycle starting in January, but also for the new year.
Okay. So no New Year's resolutions.
Yeah.
Intention. Set your intention. How do you want to live? What do you want to see for your life? How do you want to create that life? And
the feeling. I always go back to the intention is more about the feeling.
Pretend that it's already happened. How would you feel? Put that feeling into it, and don't say you just want to win $1 million. You want $1 million? What would it feel like to have $1 million? It would feel like freedom.
Yeah.
What would freedom feel like? Drill down a little further. Oh, I can do anything I want, when I want. What would that feel like? So you see where we're going here. Inward. Set your intention.
Well, this was fun.
Yes, it was.
I had a great time.
Thanks for waking me up.
You're welcome. If you have questions about New Year's resolutions or setting intentions, feel free to let us know. We're always happy to talk more about stuff like this. And I will list below the link for our upcoming events and workshops. We've got a lot of cool stuff coming up in the new year.
A lot of cool stuff.
We've got the moon ceremonies are out through April, and we've got Brotherhood Haven also out through April.
Yeah, it happens twice a month, every second and fourth Wednesday, 6 p.m. Mm-hmm. Yep. We have.
I thought it was first and third.
No, second and fourth.
Oh, well, I think I'm gonna have to go through and change things.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Okay, it's the second
okay.
and fourth. Only because it's happening tomorrow night.
Okay.
Yeah, we got one tomorrow night, so it's the second Wednesday of the month.
Second and fourth.
Second and fourth Wednesdays of the month.
And
they used to be the first.
They used to be, okay.
Anyway.
And then you've got a nice little
yeah, we have a 5-part shamanic workshop series where it is, if you've ever wanted to learn about shamanism, this is Shamanism 101. So I have a 5-part workshop series that we're going to be running starting in February. You can check out the events and workshops page. Mm-hmm. It's going to be pretty cool. Yeah. And you're going to learn how to do a bunch of cool stuff. You know, I'm not even going to get into it.
And then we also have a fun little Valentine's Day event that's happening in February as well, a couples event. So if you happen to be part of a couple and you want to connect further with your partner, we've got Recommit coming out, and it's going to be super fun. Mike and I are tag teaming that workshop, and we're going to do a little meditation and a little bit of interactive activities that you can do together.
It's all about bringing couples closer.
Yep.
Yeah.
So if you're looking to recommit to your relationship and dig deeper into it on a self level, but also together, that's going to be.
And to go back I know, the video gets longer, but with Recommit, relationships go through seasons as well. And we were talking about seasons earlier. So the reason why we've called it Recommit is very simple. 'Tis a season to recommit to your relationship. It could be for you and your relationship, it could be a 2-year period, it could be a 1-year period, it could be a 5-year period, it could be something. Everybody talks about the 7-year itch. That's, you know what I mean? Like there's a recommit period, you know, and you're recommitting to that relationship, again setting intention for what you want that relationship to look like, to be, and you're doing it with your partner. Yeah, pretty cool stuff.
It is.
Yeah.
So check it out. The link will be down below in the description. We'd love to see you at some of these events and to help you on your holistic wellness journey.